Dr. Shelton.
And this is Kevin Shelton.
Welcome back to Marriage and Real Estate.
I keep forgetting that you're getting over sickness. That's why you're not all like cheery.
Oh.
I want you to be all cheery, like rah, rah, rah.
Rah, rah, rah. What you want from me?
So anyway, we're coming back from our conference, guys. So, hey, we're ready for 2022. Are you ready for 2022?
I am ready.
I'm ready.
Kevin is clearly excited about
I am excited. I'm excited about our event next week. That's what I'm excited about because I'm getting ready. I'm finishing a big project that we've been working on for a while. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to get that relisted and back up and get $1 million buyer. That's exciting.
It is.
Exciting to show off the house that we just finished and have a big event. So this is our kind of end of year capstone event. Have a bunch of people in the room. I think it's super, super exciting.
It is.
And I've been listening to good music with live instrumentation, which always makes me excited. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, our conference was great. So we just got back from Broken Bow, Oklahoma.
I don't know why I thought Broken Bow was like Arizona, but maybe because it just sounds right. Broken Bow, Arizona.
Broken Bow, Oklahoma sounds so much more fitting, especially for Indian Territory and Oklahoma, not Arizona.
I knew that. Okay. Yeah. So Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. It was very nice.
We did our annual conference. So this is me and Aisha. One other couple was able to come with us. So they got to use our fun templates and fun things. So that was really fun and exciting to see people use the product and really get a lot of value from it. So that was very fun.
What product was it?
It was our ultimate guide to investing in real estate for couples.
It was. Mm-hmm. They were very excited about doing it. They thought, man, y'all do this every year? You mean y'all make plans every year?
We do.
And they also talked about the part where they were able to express gratitude for one another. Mm-hmm. I think that is missing. One of those little things that can have such a big impact that's missing from marriages, right? Just telling the other person why we're grateful for them, because I'm sure they hear a lot about, why they get on our nerves or,
true.
What it is that we don't like about them. So it was nice for them to share gratitude for one another. So I thought that was really cool. We need to get a testimonial from them.
We should. That'd be actually awesome. We should do that. I was just thinking about how grateful I am for you. We've been sick for the last 2 days with food poisoning, and our babies were sick. I got sick. Then Aisha took care of us, and she got sick. And honestly, when we were sitting there, super thrown up and everything, I was just like, man, this is marriage.
Yeah, he was all excited about it. He was like, this is so exciting, just being there for one another when we're down. And I was like,
I mean, is that not the realest part of a relationship? Like, you think about it. Imagine being sick by your goddamn self. That sucks.
It very much helped to have somebody take care of you when you're down.
Hold the throw bag and disinfect the house and take care of the kids. I think that it's an overlooked thing to realize how grateful you are to have a partner to go to do life with, right? And I definitely don't want to not do life without you. So I'm grateful for you. But our 2022 conference, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the impact of conferencing with you for the last 6 years. Mm-hmm. This was our 6th year. Fun. We got to do something big for our 10-year, like have a big marriage and real estate blowout.
Yeah.
Still do our small conference, but like a big blowout.
Yeah, I'm going to just see what happens.
I might just be in event mode, though.
You are in
You know
event
how I
mode.
get like hyped up until the event, and then I crash after the event and go, why the fuck did I sign up for
I'm never doing
events?
that again.
It's like we set our life up to do all this stuff, and then we do all this stuff, and you go, why did we do all this stuff? And then space and time happens, and we go, man, we should do stuff.
Do it again. What's
over
the
and over
quote?
again.
Y'all know I'm really bad at like getting quotes right. To whom much is required.
To whom much is given, much is required.
Okay, boom, that part. Y'all see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of, I don't think you can run from that, right?
No. The best quote that you came up with is the quote you came up with earlier. Hit him with that.
Which one?
Harriet Tubman.
Oh, how we Harriet Tubman?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay, so we are the the Sheltons are the Harriet Tubman of business and real
Of couple
estate.
shit.
So like either you come in or you not, right?
Mhm.
So when we strike when the iron is hot. If you have a good idea or we're starting a new business venture or something is happening, like we're gonna ask you to come aboard. Hey man, really excited about this. We really want you to do it. Just really and either you come in or you not. And if you're not, we're gonna leave you like Harriet Tubman left them
It's
people behind. Like we only taking the people who want to come. So success is in front of us
yeah.
and we are taking everybody who wants to come. And everybody who's not ready, who's gotta think about it,
You
who
gotta wait
gotta
on it.
we
You
have to
waiting for
wait for somebody
approval.
to all of those people like Harriet Tubman wasn't waiting for them and we
Mm-mm.
ain't waiting for y'all either.
And see, the funny thing I immediately thought about when you said that was all the couples that we talked to when we first started. They were like, man, we about to get into this real estate. We da da da, and like, oh yeah, man, we want to do that too, man. You just let us know, and we gonna like, hey, okay, event invite, educational event invite. Now we teaching classes. Now we're doing this, and no, 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 or didn't show up, and then years later, it's like, hey, let me borrow some of your time. Let me pick your brain. No, you
No.
can't pick my pocket.
The access is different now than
Yeah,
it was before, and that'll continue to be the case,
continue
right?
to
Just
change.
because, and no shade, just that the time our time looks different, right?
And I mean, let's be clear. We're super excited to share with people who want to do something with the information.
Yeah.
I think, let us not be like we're hoarding info or don't care or whatever. It's truly about, do you actually want to go where you say you want to go? You know what I mean? And do you really want to live the life? Because it's going to take a lot of sacrifice. It's going to take giving up a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
And are you ready, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody is ready. It's a leap. You look at this cliff and you see this gaping hole between where you are and where you want to be. And let me be very clear, it's not a quick, easy jump. Like there's some obstacles that could potentially come with that leap. And I think everybody is looking for the smooth transition. And I just wish I could say that it was a smooth transition.
It's not a smooth transition at all. It's a bumpy as hell transition.
But it's the kind that, you want to mentally prepare
need the
yourself.
Bumps. You need the bumps like a golf ball.
You need the bump. Okay, we'll need no more sayings in this episode. We done.
Last one. So, do you know why a golf ball has divots in it?
Go ahead.
So, when they first invented golf balls were completely smooth. And the problem, it wouldn't fly as true and as straight. So, as they started hitting it, it made these little divots. So, what they found out was the more divots in the golf ball, the farther and the straighter it flew. Because it needs the bumps, it needs the bruises to make it go farther and straighter. So it's almost like that. You need the failure, you need the growth, you need the struggle.
Yep.
And now we look back on our struggle and we go, man, that was so impactful to our lives. But it was shit. When it's like in the moments, it was like, oh, this is really hard. This is really uncomfortable. Even like leaving our jobs or taking the initial journeys or making all the initial sacrifices, losing money, investing dollars, thinking that something's gonna work and it's not work. Like real life failure, even trying stuff now, it's still very much how fast can we get the lesson to go to whatever. And what happens is along the way, it takes you farther and farther and farther closer to your goals. So if you have those goals and you're willing to make the sacrifice to get the dings along the way, you get closer and closer to the life that you want to have, your design life.
Yeah. I really feel like if you're looking for easy, if you're looking for, no obstacles and you can chart your course and know where you're going to land, then a job is like
you need to be a pilot.
I'm just saying, like you can count on your money with your paycheck, and
you can
count on your retirement. Like what that's gonna be. Is it gonna be enough? Probably not. But you can also you can calculate and count on what that will look like. But when you jump into the world of real estate and entrepreneurship full time, there's lots of twists and turns.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to be honest, they're much easier to manage when you have partnership.
Yeah.
Making sure that you're on the same page as well. Let me be very clear. You could also lose your partnership in this process.
That's true.
But you want to make sure that you guys are on the same page when you decide to take that leap. Like, hey, we know that this road isn't the smoothest. You down? Like, I'm down. It's a pact. It's literally
No,
a
I mean,
pact.
because we've seen the examples. Like, even look at movies like what's the movie with Waiting to Exhale, where the couple started out and the wife's the secretary and does the business or whatever, and then they finally make it through all whatever, and the husband's doing his own thing, leaving the wife. And that's two people not being aligned, right? Two people not sacrificing together. One person sacrificing for the other person without alignment on what happens when we get there. I think that people never think about when you actually get to where you want to go, then what happens? And the power of planning, to bring it back to our conferences, it lets you see the future, at least on paper, so that you can say, okay, well, when we get here, what happens? This year in our goal setting, one of the things that I just started learning about stocks after our episode with the facets. And I put down, I've been playing, not playing, but like I don't really want to invest no money. So I have a little bitty button stock portfolio, and I put my quote unquote ambitious goals, like I'm gonna have $5,000 in my stock portfolio by the end of next year. And you looked at that, you like, what are you talking about? Like, that ain't real money. That ain't nothing. Like, step your game up. Like, what is this? This is trash. And I was like,
I didn't do all of that.
You
like,
did. You literally went, this ain't money. What are you doing? What are you talking about?
I said, why 5,000 by the end of next year? That's such a small amount of money for the end of next year. Like, the money
you said, this ain't real money. What are you doing?
I'm not gonna argue with you about that.
Anyway, the point is, it made me question myself and go, well, damn, if $5,000 ain't, you know what I mean? And for me, it's from a perspective of risk, right? It's like, I'm still learning. I don't really know. I'm unsure. I don't really want to bet on myself to get $20,000 in my stock portfolio or whatever. And you like, either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. So it made me kind of gut check my goals to go, do I really want this? And up my game up to go, all right, you know what? I'm going to put that 20K on there and I'm going to work towards that goal. And now I have this ticker in the back of my mind going, all right, you need to research and learn and grow and know how to invest your money. I need to call Greg, and I got to call, Matthew, and find out, where should I be investing my money to really get to 20K realistically. So it gives you a real gut check on your goals when you're in line with your partner and they can hold you accountable.
Yeah. No, I agree. So we got, just for clarity, we announced that we were doing the retreat, right? And then we did the retreat, and I had some people say like, hey, yo, what happened? We didn't hear about it. And then there were others who, after the retreat, when we posted on social media about it, they were like, oh man, is this open for everybody? Can we come? So disclaimer, we did not do a great job at putting this event together. We did a great job for ourselves.
Yeah.
But we didn't
I think we were in between. We were gonna open it up to the public, but then we wanted to kind of figure out what that would look like first. So we really didn't do much with that.
For public consumption.
Yeah.
But we got the opportunity to check out, the space that we used, and we definitely have some exciting, I shouldn't even say it because I'm always setting myself up, but we're excited about going back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We're
definitely
great.
Going back, and we'll be offering the opportunity to others.
If there's one thing that I would have done different with our retreat, is I didn't bake in enough time to actually retreat. I feel like I worked, and then I worked on our planning, and then I worked my job. You know what I mean? I worked my business. So when we left, I looked back and was like, man, there were so many nice amenities.
There was no retreat in the retreat.
There was no retreat. There were so many nice amenities that I didn't get to take advantage of.
You never used the bathtub.
I didn't use the bathtub. I did not
take a walk.
take a walk. I did
It
not
was a
use the
hiking trail.
jacuzzi.
That's true.
They had the shuffleboard and air hockey,
And
just
a
all
whole bunch of
kinds of
stuff.
yeah, they had all kinds of fun things in there, and
We
there
didn't
was no
turn on the
fun.
TV except for twice.
Yeah, I'm
So,
okay with no TV, but
yeah, I mean, but it's just the point.
so in the future, right? This was good for us because this is what we do. But like when we invite other couples out, and we really want to make sure that we utilize some time to like relax.
So definitely, I think that after you said that, when we were leaving the retreat, that you wanted to retreat more in the retreat.
Mm-hmm.
What I realized is every year we've grown, right? So it started off kind of just us in a planning session. Then we started going places with it. And then we started really making it like a weekend or whatever. Our lives have grown more complex every year that we've retreated. So now even our goals, the way that we set them for our businesses, now we have to have separate retreats with the teams of those businesses, which is growth, right? So I think what the retreat for us will become is maybe like a week, and it's honestly a vacation, and we have one day of retreat, and a lot of more time of actual retreating to refresh and recover. Because I agree with you, we didn't do much treat in the retreating. We like RE'd. We RE'd, we real estated in the retreat. But no, one of the things that I wanted to add is I do like how we started it off. So we started off the first night at the Post Oak Hotel to kick it off before we drove out of town. That definitely set an inspirational tone. One of the things that for any of you that do retreat or looking to retreat, to give some advice or pointers on that is inspire yourself for where you want to go, where you want to be. I think that the reason we stayed at the Post Oak is to set that tone of where we want our lives to be. Like, you know, this is the level we want to play at. And it's funny when we're at the Post Oak. Shout out to our good friend Robert, who stays at the Post Oak all the time, and he was like, "Oh man, y'all here?" I was like, "Yeah, we told you it was our first time, whatever." He's like, "Oh man, I'm here all the time."
Yeah.
And that's like his level of stay. And he's like, if I'm gonna stay at a hotel, I'm gonna stay here. And I think that created a new level for us on, not that every stay we're gonna stay at the Post Oak, because my favorite is still a JW Marriott downtown, but if we're gonna stay and try to inspire ourselves, we need to stay where we want to be, the level we want to be. And then the accommodations when we got to Broken Bow, that level of cabin was definitely, they pulled out all the stops. I definitely have to give kudos to the Williams for not only building a great space, an inviting space, but decorating it. I mean, they just killed it. It's an amazing cabin. Check out Smoky Pines at Broken Bow. It's definitely a desired stay. They have some more coming up. So if you're looking to get away to a really, really remote, beautiful location, very nice small town, close to Houston, close to Dallas, check them out. What else? So we planned for 2022.
Yep.
Set our goals. Aisha, as always, kicked her goals in the teeth. Uppercutted them bad boys.
Thank you.
I didn't do too shabby.
Nope.
I didn't do bad. But to see the growth in our life is always impressive to me. To see where we've come from and where we've gone to and where we're going. I think that every year I get more inspired by the life that we've been able to build together. And I'm very, very grateful and thankful to not only share this dream and this journey with you, but to live this dream life. It's very incredible. And thank you.
You're welcome. Well, clearly we had a good retreat.
We did.
We look forward to sharing that experience with more of you, because we're going to do it every year. And yeah, I think that was a good recap.
Yeah, I do as well. Well, you want to take us out? Or?
Sure. This has been the Marriage and Real Estate Podcast.
This is Kevin and Aisha Shelton.
Oh, and we're out? Is that what we're doing? We're out.